Hello, hello. Welcome to the video. I don't know. I mean, it'll take a few minutes, I think, for people to start hopping on. So we'll give it a few. Before I start jibber jabbering, I need to sort my brushes though. Yay! Say hey when you come on. I'm gonna try to be able to read the comments. I've got my phone tilted a little crazy, so hopefully I can still see them. Y'all say hey. Hey, hey, hey when you come on. So I can know that you're here. Whoop, whoop. All right, when you get on, say hey. Let me know that you're watching. I'm trying to look on my phone to see. My phone's at a weird angle. I need to invest in myself an iPad here at some point. But higher priorities right now. Y'all say hey. Are the comments on? Let me make sure I can see the comments. Someone comment so I know if I can see them or not. Let me know. Oh, that lets me write a comment. Oh no, I hope I can see them. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Okay, I don't know if anybody's just not commenting. Like you're supposed to be saying, hey girl, hey. But in fact, it's not even telling me people are on. Oh no. What is happening? Let's see. No. Oh no. My friend was having this problem the other day. Oh, there's a comment. Okay. Tanya Turner. Jackie's watching. Okay, now they're coming up. Excuse me. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Tanya. Like I said, I've got my phone tilted a little crazy because I don't really want y'all to see me, but that's then, can't rotate my phone. That's making it harder for me to see the comments or like y'all's names and stuff. So, okay, we got 10 people on. Tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about lettering and brushes, what brushes I use, what I use like certain brushes for. And at some point, we're going to do the giveaway announcement to who won the giveaway. And this is the list of names I have. And it's 4 pages of all the people that participated. So I just wanted to show y'all the list to be like, hey, your name's on the list. And I made a second copy and cut them out. And they're all in my little bucket here. So we're going to draw. I'm not going to draw right off the bat because, I mean, what fun is that? And then everybody would just leave me. So we're going to draw in a little bit. Y'all keep commenting, saying hey. Go ahead and share the video. I promise you're going to want to do that. Hint, hint, hint. Share the video. Hint, hint, hint. It's going to be very important that you share the video. Hint, hint, hint. So make sure you're sharing. And we'll talk a little bit about this week's giveaway, what we're going to do for the giveaway this week, and I'm going to show you what you're going to win, what someone's going to win. So y'all share, y'all like, y'all comment, y'all interact with me. If you have questions about lettering or brushes or paints or anything like that, y'all feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer them, but I really want to like show you some actual lettering. Yay, Jackie got the hint. And Tiffany wants to win. We'll see, girl. Hey, Heather. Okay, so I'm going to announce the giveaway winners. I've got them right here for those that didn't see in just a little bit. So we're going to do a little bit of lettering practice and some other things like talking about brushes, and then we will get into the giveaway. I promise. I'm not going to leave you hanging. But I'm also hoping this isn't like an hour long. I really don't want to be here forever. Okay? So what I've done is I sat down today and I made this little like cheat sheet kind of letters and the different ways and techniques that you can do your letters. Now, obviously, I wrote these, so they're going to be a little different. My writing's a little bit different than the way I paint letters. Hey, Corinda. But I'm going to take a picture of this, and then I'm going to post it on my page when I get off this live, and that can help you. Like, yeah, it's not perfect, okay? Like, I'm not the best lettering. I'm not like this guru, like, letter teacher, but I feel like I can show you some simple, easy ways that I do my lettering because I'm not that great at it. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. Hey everyone, yay, thanks for sharing, Corinda. Hey Tina Ann. All right, so everybody watching, y'all say hey when you come on. We're going to talk about lettering for a little bit, and then I'm going to announce the giveaway winners. Y'all share the post. You're going to want to share this post, this video. So go ahead and do that so that you've got that covered. And then we're going to get right into it. So I will post a picture of this after the live. So if anybody wants like a little copy of it, you can just save the picture. So lettering is tricky, and it's one of, like, if you paint door hangers, it's one of the like harder things like that people are really mostly scared of. Like, it's crazy. People will take a jigsaw and cut like quicker than they will want to paint letters. A lot of people use vinyl letters, which is awesome, and I'm totally down for if you have a Cricut or a vinyl cutter and you can cut your letters and put them on a door hanger, more power to you. I don't have that opportunity, so I have to learn to teach myself certain ways. So one thing that's most important is your brushes, okay? Brushes for lettering they're key to lettering. So these are called filbert tip brushes, and if you'll notice, they have like this rounded tip, okay? So they are just kind of rounded, and that's going to give you really smooth letters. It's going to give you this little kind of curve, at the end of your letters, which I really like. So these are like by far my jackpot lettering brushes. They're the only things I use to letter, okay? Hey, Kara. Hey, Lori. Yay, thanks for sharing, Lori. Hey, Isla. Hey, Natasha. Okay, everybody, y'all are awesome. And so I'm going to try to teach, and I might not reply to everybody, but I'm seeing your comments. So, hey, girl, hey. But I do want y'all commenting, asking me questions. If you have any, like, particularly hard letters that you struggle with or something like that, I can try and show you how I do those letters, and we can go from there. But these are the brushes I love. Okay, now the cool thing about these brushes, I get these on Amazon, okay, and they come in a pack like this, okay. I think they're like $10, okay, for all these brushes. And they are all filbert tip brushes, and they go from size 1 to size 12, and I love that. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 12, okay? And I literally use almost every single one of these sizes, depending on how big I want my letters. But for the most, sorry, my light's in the way. But for the most part, I use 6, 7, and sometimes 8. And then I use my little like 1s and 2s for detailing. But for most of my letters, I use a 6 or a 7. And occasionally, if I've got like really big, bold, like one letter, or like initials or something, I'll use the 12. So it's good to have this pack. And this pack is actually going to be going home to someone tonight. Well, not tonight, but this is a part of the giveaway that I'm doing, are this set of brushes, fresh from Amazon. So I'll show you the rest of your little like giveaways as we go, because it's going to be like a little bundle deal. Yay, thank you, Christy. Yes, y'all sprinkle the love. We're not supposed to say share anymore, which is so crazy. Facebook filters it out, but I'll probably say share because I'll just forget. So, hey, Shirley. Hey, Valerie. Okay, so y'all hop on, y'all say hey, y'all sprinkle the love, and make this video go to all your friends, and we're gonna start. So, like I said, these are filbert tip brushes. If y'all have a letter that you struggle with coming up with like a cool way to write it or paint it, drop it in the comments and let me know, okay? And we'll try to practice that letter. But I'm gonna start, I think I'm gonna do, if I have one with me, yeah. I'm gonna use this big, I think this is the 12. These brushes are great for the brush, like the bristles, but they're awful at the coating comes off, okay? Yeah, it's crazy. They don't let us say share because they'll like filter it out. So yeah, these brushes are awful as far as like if you leave them in the water, they're gonna crack and the coating's gonna come off. But these bristles last forever, and I just use them like bare wood half the time because I love them. Okay, so this is a filbert tip brush. It's a round tipped brush. Okay, and I'm gonna use the big one just so it's like bold and you can see. And so like I said, I'm gonna post this little like kind of a cheat sheet on my page later. And another thing, if you have like a specific letter, like W, I looked this one up today. Like, what are some fun ways to write W's? So type in the in a Google search like the letter you want and the word font. So I did W font, and this is really cool because you can come up and you can see all these different ways to do a W, and they have a ton more. And you can like pick different alphabets or just different letters, lowercase, uppercase, and that's what's so cool about the internet. You can find anything. And I'm really good. I'm like a visual learner. So I'm someone that can like look at something and it might take me a minute, but I can like draw it out and kind of mimic it. And so I do that a lot. That's like a huge tip for me. Like if you see someone's handwriting that you love and you think is so cool, like for me, I love Tiffany, Queen of My Castle Designs. I love her writing, the way she paints her letters and stuff. So when I get her templates, a lot of times I will, like, with my chalk, this is another thing you need, oh, I've already got one out, is a piece of Crayola chalk, okay, Crayola. Don't get the Rose Art or the cheap, like, well, Crayola's cheap, but don't get anything other than Crayola. Crayola white chalk is what you need. It's smoother and it comes off when you spray your door hanger at the end. It will usually come off. Sometimes if you've really laid on a thick chalk line, it's not going to come off. And so I just take like a really damp, like as in not wet, like very dry damp, paper towel, and just kind of clean up once your paint is completely dry. And I know I'm saying like a whole bunch at one time. Hey, Leanne. All right, so y'all say hey, sprinkle the love. I know. It gets so annoying to hear. And let's do, what letter? What letter should we do? Someone give me a letter. What letter would you like to see me do first? I would tell you the alphabet, but I think y'all know it. So, first comment I see with the letter. What letter? Someone give me a letter. Hurry. D. Okay. So, good pick because D is like the most boring letter to do. No, it's good. All right, so that's good. When you have like your boring letters like O and D and things like that, they can start to look really like blah. So it's fun to come up with different ways to write them. Yeah, S, H. H is one of my favorites. I love, like I can do so much with an H. Ooh, I don't want y'all to see my face. I'm getting a little close. But let's do D. Okay, so to start with, take your chalk, okay? Always chalk out your letters until you are like super comfortable with them, okay? So a basic D, you just draw a straight line down and you do like that. And you're like, you know what? I don't like that D, that I'm not feeling like the curve or whatever. Take you a cotton ball or a dry paper towel and dust it off and start over. That's the joy of chalk. Even on a painted design, okay? You've painted your whole design. You can take Crayola chalk and write on it and wipe it off and you'll never know it was there. But I like that D. That's a pretty good basic D. So I'm going to take black paint. For the most part, I do 90% of my lettering with black paint because for most of my designs it just shows up better. And this is my little paint carrier thing. Are you hiding? Oh yes, girl, I'm trying to hide. I didn't reapply my makeup after work. So I'm gonna take my big brush, my big filbert tip, just because we're not trying to paint in lines and I want y'all to be able to see it. So I'm gonna start at the top and just with like minimum pressure, I'm gonna pull down. But you see how it starts to skip here? I just didn't have enough paint on my brush. It's not a big deal. So I'm gonna start at the bottom and I'm gonna pull up. Now I could have totally started back at the top and pulled back down, but I just wanted to fill in that bit, so I want the most of my paint to go there. But you're just going to turn your brush and kind of go like this way. So, hey girl. Okay, so the next step is we're going to take, and now we want to, and it's literally like outlining, which is what I love. You draw with a chalk and then you paint over it, okay? So you're not like, oh my gosh, okay? So you see how that filbert tip though, how it's giving us those nice round edges, and that's another reason I started from here and went up, is so that I could get that round edge down here at the bottom, okay? So for this D, you know, some Ds start here and they go to the line. But this one, I kind of want to start here, and we're already losing some of our paint. You can feel it start to drag, okay? So now come back here and start this direction and work back up. And then just take your brush. You can see this skipped, like we don't have enough paint in here. So you can just fill it in. Now, if I'm doing this on like a painted door hanger, it's not gonna be, like, it's not gonna skip this bad because you've already got a coat of paint on it. So in hindsight, I should have put a coat of paint down. Because you're not gonna be doing letters on like just this straight wood. So this is MDF, which is what I use for my door hangers now, and it sucks up this first coat of paint that you do, okay? But y'all get the idea. So some people, the professionals and the ones that are like really, really good, yes, this is a filbert tip. I think it's a 12. My numbers have worn off, but I'm pretty sure it's like the biggest one in the pack, so I think it's a 12. You'll see some people though, they are so good, they don't chalk it out, they just come in and they can like do like that. And that's fine, you know, if they're comfortable with that. And, you know, granted, let's ignore my like terrible brush stroke. But if you want to change up the, like if you don't want to lay it flat, okay, you want that thin line, you can hold your brush up like this, press down, and then you can kind of lay it down, and then you can set it back up. So you're going to get different techniques depending on how you hold the brush, okay? So another thing that you can do to zhuzh up your letters, let me draw that line down a little more, is you can add what they call a serif. So I know a lot of y'all have heard, or everybody probably, if you took any kind of like computer class or anything, you've probably seen the font sans serif. Didn't know this, but this is so cool. Hey Larissa, is everything good at your house? No, nobody's sick tonight? Poor thing, she's just been having the worst luck. Okay, so the difference, which is so cool and I didn't know, if you say something is sans serif, okay, that means that they look like this, okay? If it is a serif font, that means it's going to have a line, and I'm going to use a different brush. I'm just going to use a flat tip. It's probably a 1/4 inch brush, flat brush, and a serif is one of these things. So if you do a serif, which will zhuzh up your letters like that, that's called a serif font. And anything without that is sans serif. Who knew that? I did not know that until I watched a YouTube video and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So you can zhuzh up your letters by adding a little serif on there. That makes them a little more fun. Uh-oh. What'd they say? Is he going to have surgery? Oh, my goodness. Carla, I do too. Honestly, lettering, I struggle with it, and I still struggle with it, and I'm by no means like some master letterer. But that's why I wanted to like kind of do this, is to show you that it's not to be, you don't have to be scared of it, okay? You can find little ways that you like it. I know, and that's so cool. That's what, I mean, literally, you don't even think that little like line will make such a big difference, but it does, and it zhuzhes it up. So you've got a cool D without it, but then as you want to advance, you can add a little zhuzh, okay? So one thing that we used to do, I'm going to pick another letter. Let me see. What letter? Okay, we're going to draw it out. C. C is kind of a boring letter. You know, there's not much you can do with a C, okay? So we're just going to draw a basic C. And the cool thing about a C is it can be, you know, a lowercase or capital. All right, so I'm going to load up my brush, and I'm going to just do, I'm going to come down and bring it up. So start with my brush pointy end, and then as I come around the curve, I'm laying it flat. Flat, flat, flat my gat. Y'all don't make fun of me, I know you're laughing. And then I'm gonna pull it up, but in a thicker stroke, okay? So you can literally do your C like that. You can hold the brush flat from the start, which is how I do most of mine. And I still, even like on a door hanger, and I'm going to show you in a minute, I still chalk everything because, like on a door hanger, more for spacing than like my actual letters, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm not halfway through my letters and realize I can't get the last 3 letters on there, okay? Girl, you don't even know. I'm not, I literally like wish I was a master letterer. But, oh goodness, girl, that sounds so awful. Okay, it's literally, y'all, it's just so simple. It's practice, okay? Like, look, this is my handwriting, y'all. And I like my handwriting. Like, some of it's pretty good. But a lot of this has come from, like, looking at other people's stuff, learning, like, how they write letters. And, oh, that's kind of cool. I think I'm going to try and, like, practice that. And I'm going to show you what I mean in just a second with that, okay? How you can, like, look at other people's things. So another way that you can zhuzh up a letter is I'm going to take, what brush? I think I'll take this flat brush. And a lot of brushes is trial and error, picking what brush you want to use. So I'm going to take this flat brush, get some black paint on it, okay? And I'm going to come on here and I'm going to draw a little circle, okay? You remember how we used to always do this in school? We would like add little dots on all of our letters. And see, that just gives it a little something extra. Girl, mine does too, I promise you. My Z's, oh, girl, that's so funny because I was literally cringing at those when I was drawing them out. I was like, oh my God, these are so basic. But that's what I'm just saying, like practice, practice, practice. I sit and I doodle letters all the time. The only struggle is a lot of times, like, my handwriting letters are not as good as my brush letters. Like, it's weird, but they're just different. Not that they're not good or worse or whatever, but this filbert tip brush, y'all, is like a godsend. If you do not have filbert tip brushes, Amazon, just Google them. There are these white handle brushes. They're like $10 and they're amazing, okay? They will transform your lettering, okay? So you can start with your tip, you can push down and come up, you can just do the whole thing flat, and it's all about how you rotate your brush, okay? So you're gonna have it, you know, angled flat like that, or you're gonna lay it flat like that, okay? So depending on how you hold your brush and how you rotate it. And don't feel that you got to do it all in one stroke. That's why if you chalk it out, it makes it a lot easier, because you can do this part. Then you can refill up your brush with paint and do this part. Refill up your brush and then come up and do this, okay? Just about... I know, girl, the dots make me so excited. They just remind me of like when I was back in school, and I love them, okay? Yes, Isla, for sure. A white letter with black dots, oh my gosh. Y'all, I love it. So, now while I've got these right here, I'm going to put my big brush in here. And we're going to do some, I'm going to show you like a whole word in a minute. Now I want to show you how I do my accents on my letters. And this is not, like, it's hard to teach it because it really is just practice. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all make a girl feel good, okay? Like, y'all just got to trust that this is so easy. And I've only been doing this for 2 years, really. Like, not even 2 yet. Almost 2. So it's literally, it's watching other people, it's practicing, and it's looking up fonts online and being like, oh, that's cool, I want to copy that one, you know? And just looking, like, taking the time and, like, saying, oh, look how she did that. Okay, it's a loop here. And then, oh, she did a swoosh here, and then a this, you know? All right, so I'm going to take some white paint. Oh, my goodness. Did y'all see that? It tooted all over my thing. See that white paint? It tooted everywhere. Okay. So, I'm going to use, this is called a round brush. And it's a teeny tiny little round brush. And these don't have sizes. I get these brushes at Hobby Lobby. Okay. They come in a giant pack of a blue flat tip, a blue round tip, yellow round, which I love this yellow one too. I'll either use like the blue or the yellow for highlighting. Comes with a bigger blue flat. I'm trying to find, comes with like one of these big ones. I think, yeah, this used to be blue. A big flat brush. It comes in a variety pack. Here's another one that size. And it comes with green, like a yellow handle and blue handle, and then green handle, and it comes with like one of these little brushes, and anyways, it's like a variety pack of stuff. I chunk everything that's not the blue or yellow handles out of that whole pack. The pack's like $5 or $6. I think it's $5.99. I chunk everything except the blue and the yellow handles. Like, these brushes are worth it to me, and I don't need the red and the green handle ones. I will keep some of these chip brushes in the pack, but like, I have a bunch already, so like if I don't need them, I'll chunk them. Like, they're just, ugh. Yellow and blue handle pack from Hobby Lobby. This is what you need. This is a great starter pack, like variety pack brush. This and these are all you need, okay? But if you can't get to like Hobby Lobby, like, oh, I don't have a Hobby Lobby near me, you can get these triangle brushes from Walmart, okay? And this is what like Tiffany and Bethany use from Wayward Whimsy and Queen of My Castle Designs. They use these, and I use these too. I love these. I have like 20 pack of them. These are $3 and they're awesome. They have like flat tips and like one round tip and a little like pointy tip. Love those. But I'm telling you, this variety pack is the best. Shirley, I use this black paint, is Apple Barrel Black from Walmart. I buy it in the 16 ounce containers at Walmart. I think it's $8, and I pour them in. This thing, I get these bottles from Walmart. Let's see if I can open it and show you. They're called First In and First Out FIFO bottles. Yeah. And so the lid opens up and I pour the paint in there and then they come out. These are like ketchup bottles, ranch bottles from restaurants. You order them on Amazon and they are the perfect paint bottles. So I use my black Apple Barrel from Walmart. This is the best black ever. Hands down, love it, and it's the best price. My white paint. I've done a lot of testing of white paint, and this by far is my favorite. It is going to be the most expensive, but it is Behr. Oh, they do? Oh my gosh, I've never seen them in Walmart. But yeah, okay, that's great. Even like a ketchup bottle is perfect too. Like just really a plain old ketchup bottle, ketchup mustard bottle, those are great too. I just ordered these on Amazon. I think they're like 20 bucks for a 3-pack or something. I think I have 9 bottles of this, and I have various colors in each one, so you'll see me use these a lot. But this white is Behr matte flat. I buy it in the gallon because I use so much white, and it's just literally, it's just white, just matte flat white. I've used my gallon up, so I don't have it with me, but it's Behr from Home Depot, and I love it. And I pour it in these bottles, and it covers so well. And on this MDF, I have no clumping, cracking, or anything. When I was using Revolution Ply, my white would bubble and crack. I've not had it do that one single time on this MDF. So, love Behr white. I also have gotten the Color Place white from Walmart in the gallon size, and it's great too. I buy in bulk. Apple Barrel white, I couldn't use it. It's way too thick, and it would clump and like bubble, and it was terrible for me. And I tried it numerous times, the big bottles versus the little bottles, and I just settled on buying it in the gallon size from either Walmart, their Color Place, or Home Depot, because I'm just there a lot. I get the Behr paint. Okay, so now let's see. I'm going to use, which ones? I think I'm going to use this yellow one. Okay, we might need to change to the blue, but I'm going to use this yellow pointy brush. And then, yes, Behr paints are awesome, and you can take your Apple Barrel colors, because I love Apple Barrel colors, and you can paint them on like a piece of wood or on a paint yardstick or something. Take that into Home Depot, and they will color match it in their sample size, and their samples are, I think, 8 ounces. Let's see, I've got one, I've got a bunch of them. Oh, no! I just dropped all my door hangers. Y'all, I'm about to walk over here, but don't y'all look at my face. Don't you do it. Okay, I think I made it. All right, so these are the Behr paint samples. I'm gonna pick up these door hangers. Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the Behr color paint samples that I use. And so if you see this like green color right here, I take it in. Oh my goodness, I can't get it open. I can't get it open. It's literally painted shut right now. But they color match it. And this is the samples that I use. Take a screenshot. And they figure out the deep base or the, but you want the flat matte. It's like they use that term interchangeably. But these are the best. They're like, I think that's 8 ounces. It might be 4. Yeah, 8 ounces, 7.25 ounces. And it roughly comes out to be about the same price, a little bit more expensive than the Apple Barrel, but you don't use as much because, I wish I could get it open, because, ouch, y'all, I want to get it open for y'all, but the cool thing about it is you don't use so many bottles. So like I just store these. I have a little rolly cart over there. Depending on what colors I need, I get them out. And then I paint right out of these a lot of times. Like if I don't need to mix it up, like I'll paint, brush. So I'm not leaving paint in my thing. I'm using literally what's in here. I'm scraping the sides until it's done. It's not getting stuck in a bunch of little tiny 2-ounce bottles. So you save a lot of money. Okay, so we're going to take our little yellow round brush. We're going to dip it in the white, okay? About that much. I mean, you don't have to go crazy. You can always fill up if you need. But now we're going to do some accents. So, everybody kind of does them differently. And the best way I can explain to y'all to do it is just do it. Like, don't overthink it. If it messes up, like, have a cotton ball, or I use Q-tips a lot. Have it ready, and sometimes you can like get it off real fast. And if not, I promise it's probably not anything major that anyone's gonna be like, oh my God, she messed that up, okay? So I like to rest my hand, so make sure, you know, what you're painting on is dry. And I just start from the top of whatever it is you're working on, and just swoosh down, okay? Now, I didn't put much pressure. I mean, that brush was barely on there. And as I swoosh down, it's going to start dragging the paint, and that's okay. You don't have to completely fill that in. Like, that's a part of kind of the whimsy of it, okay? So now I'm going to do one like right in here, and I'm just going to whoosh, okay? That's a little crooked. It's not quite full. It's not perfect, but that's okay. We're being whimsy, okay? And then I'm going to start kind of right here, leave a little space, start right here, and do another one. You can always refill your brush with paint each time you do it, okay? Not a big deal. And then you can say, I want to do a little zhoosh in here and a little zhoosh in there, and I don't want to forget these guys. So you just come in and you just accent, okay? Now another way that you can do it if you want, and I do this sometimes, is you can do a full straight solid line, and this takes a little bit more patience and practice, okay? And you just kind of color it in, okay? And then you come in here, and like I said, if I'd already painted this background with something, this wouldn't be absorbing as bad. But you can fill in the whole letter, and it gives it kind of this like two-dimensional or three-dimensional look to it a little bit. So there's just different ways to do it. You decide what looks best for your letters, what looks best. Yes, girl. I try, and that's the thing. I do all these different ways. Okay, if you'll notice my stuff, I do them different all the time. Another thing you can do is you can come in and just put little polka dots in here. Okay? It doesn't have to be the same thing. It doesn't have to be what everybody else does. It can just literally be whatever makes you happy. Okay? Now, there's also a technique where you can pretend like, and I literally don't understand it. I know this is the way I do most of mine, is this D right here. Sometimes I do this way. I've only done this like a couple of times, but I think it's so cute. I love it. And if you do those dots like in white and then come back and do like yellow, they look like little like lights, like a little cool little light. So you can also do what they call like a shadow. So like if like the sun is casting on it like this, then it would cast this like shadow. And I think this is the problem I always have, is knowing where that shadow is. But I think if the sun went from here, it would cast a shadow on this side. So you just kind of do it like this. Uh-oh. Use my Q-tip to clean it up a little bit if I can. If not, if you can't clean it up, let it dry, and then come back in there with your black, okay? So you can give it a little like dimension, and I also think it would come right here and right here. I don't think I've ever actually done this on a door hanger because it scares the bejesus out of me. Like knowing that I like, oh, am I going to get the shadow wrong? Or, you know, oh, that's not going to be the way that's supposed to go. But that's okay. That's what I'm saying. If you are comfortable and you understand the shadows and the dimensions, then you can certainly do it that way. Okay? You can also kind of think of it as if we drew out a white C and then we drew a black C on top of it. Where would they each go? So like right now you can see like here's the white C and then the black C is just shifted over. Okay, so and you can actually paint it that way. You could paint a white C and then shift it and draw a black C on top of it. And that's how you would get that like shadow effect if you're nervous about like doing it that way. So that's just some tips. Yes, exactly, Alicia. We're giving them character and we're zhuzhing them up and we're making them fun and we're making them not so scary. Okay, so now let's do another thing. People were asking last week about my brushes and what I use. We talked about it a little bit. I use like a big flat brush like this to do my circles. Okay, so if I'm doing a circle, I'm going to have my big, I feel like circles are the very first thing you should learn when painting. Okay, like that's, I mean, all door hangers should have circles. I love them. So there's multiple ways to do a circle. You can do like this. You draw a C and then draw another C, like a backward C and a frontward C. And then you just kind of fill in. Uh-oh, my brush slipped. And in most cases, I would clean that up, but I'm not going to. I'm not bothering with it, okay? This is practice. I do my circles a lot of times like this, where I just put my brush down and I swirl it, okay? And that kind of gives me a guide, and then I can go and like fill in where I want it to go, okay? Now, if I'm doing a big circle, I actually will draw the big circle, and it ain't going to be perfect, okay? And then I come in and finish doing it out to give me that full big circle look, okay? So you find the method that works best for you and practice. We all should have like a big piece of scrap wood, which is exactly what this is. I got it out of my scrap pile, and Lex just started getting into canvases. Oh, yay! Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I got started painting canvases at like Sips and Strokes and stuff. The little like wine and drinking paint classes. So another tip for circles is do them in a triangle, paint them in a triangle. So like this is triangular. Now granted, this should be the same size if I was doing, you know, all the same thing. But you see how they make a triangle? And then the next one, I would look here and here, and then I would paint my next one here. Okay, don't get out a ruler. Don't make them perfect. You don't need not a protractor. What were those things that used to like make perfect circles in geometry and you put the pencil in? Ugh, hated those things. I promise, no one's looking that closely at your polka dots. Okay, you can make them as big and as small as you need to. Don't stress. Okay, so that is how we do a couple of quick letters and how we highlight and things like that. So I'm going to put this down, and we're actually going to paint a sign. And I'm going to, because I've got it painted, so I want to show you how I do the lettering on it. So this is a new design that I'm going to be offering. If you can see her whole, she's a little chicken or rooster. I think it's a rooster. Can y'all see her? Yay. This is a design from Tiff's Template Tribe, and it's one of the designs for this month. So it's not available in her Etsy, but if you're in her tribe, you're one of the lucky ones that has this. Yes, a compass. Thank you, Kara. Oh, thank you, Tabricia. Did I say that right? Thank you, Alicia. Okay, so if you're in the tribe, then you have access to this template. And if not, she will have it up in her Etsy shop at the end of the month or beginning of next month. So I'm going to paint the word welcome on here. Welcome, if you're doing door hangers, is the #1 most requested word that you're probably going to paint. I think I want to show you another one when I get done. Remind me if I forget, and I'll try to show you another one if we still have people watching. So everybody that's on right now, sprinkle the love. Okay, sprinkle the love. So what I want to do, oh goodness, is I'm gonna show you 2 ways to write welcome or to paint welcome. Okay, so we're gonna do welcome with this cursive font, okay, and then we're gonna do welcome in like a straight font. Yay! Y'all, thank you for sprinkling the love. I know this chicken is so stinking adorable. This is like the one that everybody's painting this month in Tribe because it's so cute. Okay, so if you'll notice, I've already chalked this out because I didn't want to stand here or sit here for like 30 minutes and chalk this out with you, okay? But I'm going to show you how I paint it, okay? But remember, chalk it out first because the first time I did this, I made this W too wide, and then my E was like right here, and then I realized when I got to that point, there's no way I was going to get the whole word on there. So I take it off with a cotton ball, a damp, super damp. I mean, I always say that. Damp as in not a lot of water, okay? You don't want it to be like sopping wet, okay? So this one, I'm going to use my 7 brush, okay? I'm going to use my size 7 filbert tip brush. Oh, I'm getting it further away from the camera, okay? Size 7 filbert tip. And we're going to just start here. Okay, we're going to start at the top. I've got it chalked out, so I'm simply following my chalk lines. Okay, so start here. We got paint on our brush, and you see how much better that paint does when it's painted on, like already got paint on there. All right, so I've gotten it up to here. Now, as I get right here, let me get a little bit more on my brush. Okay, as I get right here, I'm going to rotate my brush down. Okay. So that might take a little bit of practice, but you rotate it down and pull it down, rotate it, and come back up. Okay? I promise it's so easy once you get the hang of it. If you don't want to rotate mid-paint, mid-stroke, that's fine. Pick your brush up, get a little more paint if you need it, and then come up from this direction and paint into it. Okay, it's whatever like you feel is the easiest strokes to make. Okay, and then I come in and kind of like fill it in a little, you know, because I'm like a little OCD. Okay, and so then I take more paint. Always make sure you're loaded up on paint. Okay, and I'm going to start here. I've come up to here. I'm going to start here and I'm going to pull down. And I rotate the brush like 90 degrees, okay? And then I'm like, oh, let me just go ahead and get another paint, get some more paint while I got it rotated up. And you're kind of moving your arm as you do it, okay? Like, keep it steady as much as you can. And I'm doing a little bit thicker, harder of a press. So it's going to make that stroke a little bit wider, okay? This was a light press down, and this one's a hard press up. Okay, but you do whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? Get it up here, rotate it, and then zhuzh it up, okay? You see we ran out of paint right here, so I'm going to start here, and I'm going to pull it down, all right? And then come in there, and you can clean it up if you need to. Like right there, I missed a little bit, and it didn't quite meet up perfect right there, okay? So that's our W. That is one way to do a W that's pretty easy, and it looks super fancy, okay? Now, remember, you can go look up a W online, and you can find all sorts of fancy W's that you can practice doing, okay? Remember, if you want a thicker stroke, you want to push down hard, and then to get the thin stroke, you rotate it. It's hard to do this like this. Rotate it with the pointy end. Okay, so flat, get you a thicker one, and then rotate the brush so that you're getting the pointy. Flat versus pointy. Okay? And that will help you get those strokes. Or, don't do that if you don't want to, and you keep the same flatness and you keep the same pressure, okay? And you're going to get the same thing. Oh, goodness. Okay, Ala, you go have fun at Walmart, and you can watch the replay when you get back. we'll probably be done, I hope. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of quickly walk through each of these. And E is one of the bane of my existences. Like, I love them, but I hate them. So here, I'm going to show you 2 ways to do an E. This is how I kind of do a cursive E. Now, this is one of those that I learned how to do from watching Tiffany, okay? Like, I look at her, how she does her E, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty. And I literally will mimic it, okay? So just start here. You can start with the pointy end, or you can start with the flat end. I'm going to come up with a pointy, and then as I rotate, I'm going to get thicker. I'm going to come down, and then I'm going to lift my brush, get a little more paint, and I'm going to come out of that with a pointy end, okay? And I know you're like, oh my God, that looks so hard. And it is until you do it a couple of times. And then you're like, okay, yeah, that's not so bad. Now, where I struggle is I'll get off here a little. It won't be like perfect. And I'll try to like make it perfect. And next thing I know, this line's as thick as this line. And that's okay too, okay? I can literally come in here and I can like lay this brush flat and it can be the exact same thickness, okay? And if I mess up down here and these all end up being thick, I'll come in and fill that one in thick. It's not a big, but I like to think as you're going up, use your pointy end, and as you're coming down, use your flat end, okay? So from the E, we're gonna come up into the L. See how that got a little bit thicker? That's okay. We're just gonna kind of make it match. Okay, that's what I'm saying. These letters need to flow seamlessly into each other, okay? So we're gonna get up here and we're gonna start to turn our brush and we're gonna bring it down. Whoop. And you have to go a little slow because you'll get off your chalk line. And if you do, that's okay. I get off my chalk line all the time and I just regroup, okay? Now if I got a little thick, that's okay. We're gonna come up to where our C is gonna be, holding our brush flat, pointy. And then we're gonna make our C. So we're gonna start here with my C. We're gonna go up with a thin stroke, turn my brush, lay it flat, pick up my brush, get some more paint, and then come up with it, okay? And so you can kind of fill it in as you need to, okay? All right. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Girl, that's why I had to start painting them because I couldn't afford to just keep buying them. Okay, so for the O, we're going to start with a heavy downstroke. We're going to come up with our pointy end, light stroke. And I'm putting a little pressure down, you know. I'm not just like doing it super thin. All right. And then as we make our turn, we're going to get a little thicker and make our loop. Okay? We're making that loop into that O. And now we're going to come up, because we're coming up, thin, and then paint it down. Now this is the leg to the M, and you notice I just ran it a little bit into the O. That's okay. That is totally fine. It's not a big deal. Okay? Clean up your thing there. Okay? So now we've got our leg to our M. Cleaned up a little. Okay? And yes, I know it ran right into the O, and that's okay because you're not going to know it. It depends. It really depends. A lot of times I keep a really heavy blob of paint. So let me show you. I guess this is how I do it. Let's take it off the brush, okay? I dip it, not that much. Ooh, I just kind of dip it in there, and then I will usually like rake off the back side of it. I might end up painting with that back side, but I've got one side that's fully like thick. So I dip it in, and then I usually will like just rake off the back. But it just depends. I mean, sometimes I get a little heavy-handed with my paintbrush, and that's why they all end up thick. So It's not a big deal. Okay, so now we're going to go up into this M. So we're going to keep it light. And then we're going to press down flat to get our little middle. And come back in and just, you know, keep going over it. All right. And then, let's see, I need to fix that. There we go. And now starting kind of like right here in the middle of the black part that's already here, I just go up, twist my brush, come back down, and loop and swoop. Loop and swoop. Okay, so we go down, and then I loop it and I swoop it. Now I did this like little curve here a little bit thicker, and that's okay. I think it gives it some fun little character. And so you would just come in and touch it up based on your likes and preferences, okay? Don't stress too much about it. And plus, once we put the highlights in, you're probably not going to notice all the little imperfections. Now, if you'll note, oh no! Okay, y'all see what I just did? I stuck my hand right in where I was. So I'm going to quickly take a damp Q-tip and get it off the blue. Okay, it wipes down pretty easy if you get it while it's wet. And I'm going to come back in here and trace it back up. Okay, so whoop. That's what happens when you put your finger in it. Oh no, y'all, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I come in here and try and fix myself and I make it worse. But this is okay. We just go in with it. Going with the flow. Get a little bit more paint. Y'all see, this mistakes happen, okay? And so this is going to paint down pretty heavy into our E, but that's okay. Don't stress. Don't stress over it. We're not thinking about the E right now, okay? We're working on our M that got a little out of control, all right? She's trying to be a little bit of a diva, and we have to fix her. And I'm going to come up and just darken this up a little bit to make it match, okay? Okay. We salvaged it. It's all good, okay? But now, if you notice, what I was trying to show you a minute ago, I have now painted where my E is, right? So, I don't have my cotton ball. Get another Q-tip. And we're going to dust off our E. You don't have to dust this off. If you can draw over it, that's fine. Or if you can just paint from memory, which is probably what I would have done. Don't get it into the black because then you'll have a mess, okay? But come back in and redraw your E a little further apart or a little further away, okay? So, E. Oh, yep, see, and I didn't do that. Oh, no, y'all. Oh, my gosh, I picked up the wrong Q-tip. I picked up one with blank. Okay. So just dust off your chalk. Like I said, this comes off when you spray, so don't freak out too much. All right. Okay. All right. It's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Okay. Now, we're going to start here on our chalk line, come around the curve, and then pull it up into like a little tail. Like a little swirly tail almost. Okay? Just enough paint on your brush to where you feel comfortable. It doesn't have to be, you know, anything fancy. Now, what I want to show you is very quickly how I'm going to go back where I've got the thinner lines, okay? and I'm going to make them thick. Okay, it's very easy. If you don't like this look where it's like thin up strokes and all that, all you do is you take your brush flat and you simply go back over it. Okay, same pressure, same width. You're laying it flat, you're just keeping it rotated. So we're going to come up in here, we're going to come up into that M, we're going to pull it down. I love a good thick letter. That's my preference. Okay, but I wanted to show y'all how to do the thin way, just in case you wanted to do them that way. Okay, so come back up into here, just giving it a good thick, I like a bold letter. Okay, make that thick, come down, go up into there. See, I feel like to me that just looks so much better. But that's, hey, everybody has their thing. Okay, so we're just, where we did our thin strokes, we're just going back, we're pushing that brush down. Okay, so I need some hand. So pushing the brush down and making our strokes. Down and making our strokes. Okay. And then finishing it out so it all looks even. Into the next letter. And the thicker that you do your lines, like this, okay, the easier it is to highlight. So with those thin lines, it makes them very difficult to get little perfect highlights in there. Okay, and we're going to make our W thicker. Now be careful with the W. You want to kind of go on the outside of that hole, like where this hole is. You want to paint on the outside of it and not on the inside, because then you'll like fill up your hole, and you don't want to do that. Okay. Look, I got a little bit right there. Let's just clean it up because I don't like it there. I usually use cotton balls, but I couldn't find them in time. So, all these toothpicks. So, come back here. There we go. All right, now, we're going to continue here. Pulling it down and up. So instead of turning my brush from flat to pointy, I'm keeping my brush flat all the way around. Okay? Keep my brush flat all the way around. And I'm going to have to go wash my hands when we are done. I painted my bathroom, well, part of my bathroom, me and my boyfriend this weekend. And that paint does not come off as well. I'm used to like this paint just wiping off. And that stuff did not. You had to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub. Alright. Okay. Everybody still on? What are we doing? How we doing? What's everybody up to? Alright. So, boom. That's how I like my letters to look. Bold. Okay? But to each their own. Now you know both techniques. So what we're going to do is I've shown you how to do welcome like this in cursive. And now I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm just going to lay this down. And I'm going to go put highlights and stuff on that later. But I don't need to do that now. This is another design. This is brand new design. It's a little Easter egg with 3 peeps. I'm painting this for my sister's bestie, Maria. She put in an order for this. Her and her mama. So if y'all would like to order an Easter peeps, I am going to be posting this one, and y'all can go ahead and order one if you want. Just let me know. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to use a smaller brush. I'm going to use my size 6. And these are going to be very quick, basic letters. Okay? So if you see, I've chalked them out. They're like just print letters. I've tried to make my spacing and sizing and all that look good. So coat my brush up. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, and we're going to start here. I might need to go in with a 7. We'll see. Pull it down. And this is where you practice your fonts with your writing. And then you write it out with your chalk. And then you come in with your paintbrush. And it's super, super easy. Okay? So we're just making up lines and down lines. I'm using the flat side, so it's all one thickness. Alright. I think I used the 7. When I did one of these for Maria, and this is her mom's. So I'm trying to think if I used the 7 or the 6. Okay. We'll come back if we need to. Okay? So here's my E. My E is going to be straight line, make a hump, start from the hump, pull it down, and then do it up, okay? This is a fun way I like to do my E's, and I curve this back a little, okay? You notice it's not perfectly in line with the chalk, that's okay. Most of my stuff isn't when I'm doing print because I'm just using that as like a guide for sizing and placement. Okay? But I will come in a lot of times and just freehand it. Okay? But I wanted to show you different ways that you can do the same word. So this is more of a like playful, fun piece. And so you don't want to put like cursive writing on a fun design. Okay, cursive is like for that elegant farmhouse feel, you know, things like that. This is like whimsical. So we're going to do our C. And then a lot like we did our E, but we're not doing the initial bar. Okay? Because you kind of want to keep the same style of lettering. Doesn't have to be like the perfect match, okay? But just a general sense, which is so like when we go down, we're going to do the zhuzh up, okay? We're going to do our O. O, very basic O. This is just a plain old boring O. Nothing fancy about him. But this is why it's good to chalk things out so you can get an idea of like where placement's going to be and a rough size of things. Okay. I'm so glad to see so many of y'all are staying on to do the drawing. I know that y'all are waiting so patiently. Okay. So straight line down. Straight line up, straight line down, straight line up, straight line down. Okay. And then come in and like clean it up as you do it. Okay. So everything's just kind of straight lines. We're not like getting curvy or fancy or really anything like that. Another basic line out. Make our hump. Refill our brush. Don't start right where you ended. Start up a little bit from there so that it blends. Come down and make our little whatever. I don't even know what we should call that. Our little zhuzh. Okay. Now I can already see that this is going to need a second coat of black, and that's okay. I'll come back in and do that off camera. I won't bore y'all. but that is showing through, okay? So that is another way to do welcome. So real fast, I'm going to do Peeps just because I've got it sitting here. So, hey, Judy from Michigan. Hey, Cindy. Thank you, Catherine and Tina. Y'all are so sweet. Make sure you sprinkled the love. And then as soon as I do this, we're going to talk giveaways. All right, straight line down. I don't know. It's so weird that this black is like not. It's going to need another coat. All right, it needs to be a little bit taller. It feels like it's already been sprayed. That's like it's painting like I've already put spray on it. That's weird, y'all. I don't know why it's doing it. It's okay. I'll just come in with the second coat. All right, for my P, I'm going to kind of do this like you see here how it kind of curves and then it kind of just has a line down, like a kind of a sharp line. So you curve it and then you make it sharp. So that's kind of a cool way I like to do my P's here recently. And again, that's from like just watching other people paint P's. And I'm like, oh cool, I like the way they do a P. So I'm gonna like copy that. Thank you. I love the bright colors too. Lori, I drill holes in mine and hang it with, I think it's 17 gauge wire. I have a video on my YouTube channel. And it's a past live I did showing you how I hang mine, if you want to go check that out. BKs DOORable Designs everywhere. Etsy, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I showed, and it's like 2 lives ago, I think, how I hang my door hangers. I just use a drill the holes, and then thread wire through it, and then curl that wire, the wire ends around them like marker, my finger. And that's it. It's real easy. And I've been using the same spool of wire for 1.5 years now. 2 years almost, I guess. Super good deal. I think it was like 15 bucks. I mean, I'm almost out. I'm almost about to need to replace it, but I haven't yet. Okay. So we're almost done. Now, S's are tricky, okay? That's why I always draw them out, okay? So I take my brush and I just lay it flat and I slowly follow my line. Pick it up when I need more paint and I'll start usually from the tip here and pull it down. I don't know why that seems to work better for me than trying to do the whole thing at once. But I spin it till I get about right there. I get more paint and then I start from this tail and pull it into where I finished before. Okay? So that's how you do Welcome Peeps. Okay, so any questions on lettering, brushes, that kind of thing, you can ask your questions or anything. We've gone over paint and things like that. You see where I did his eyes? Their eyes, they've got chalk outlines. And so when I go to spray that, those chalk lines will disappear. But what I will most likely do is take a damp cotton ball and just kind of dab over them because the eyes are completely dry now. Just to get the initial kind of like chalk dust off. So that when I spray, it's guaranteed to get all the chalk dust off. Okay? Alright, so here is how you're going to enter for next week's giveaway. Okay? Or this week's giveaway. This week's giveaway, someone is going to win a Brittany's favorite things set. Okay? Some of my favorite things. So, yay! Oh, y'all don't look at my face. Okay. You're going to get an egg paint tray. Brand new. I haven't used it. Okay. Egg paint tray. I get these from Walmart during Easter. So, go get them now. They're like 98 cents or 88 cents. They come in a bunch of colors. So, the winner of this week's coming up giveaway that you have 1 week to participate in, you will get this. You will get an apron, never been worn. I think it's black, but it might be brown. You're getting a pack of Crayola chalk. You're getting 2 of these chip brushes, which I use to do like buffalo plaid to get that kind of like see-through texture. You're getting 2 sets of, or 2 brush sizes in that. You're getting a pack of triangle brushes from Walmart. And you're getting this whole set of filbert tip brushes. So you're getting this entire bundle, woo, for doing the giveaway this week. Now, how do you enter this giveaway, you might ask? That's such a good thing to ask, because who doesn't want all these things, especially if you're just starting out or you want to get started? This is exactly what you need, and then you can just like run to Walmart and get you some paints. Okay, so this is the giveaway we're doing for this week. This whole bundle of Brittany's favorite things. And what you have to do to be in this giveaway, I'm going to post this picture on Facebook. Okay, right after we hang up from here, I'm going to post this picture of all these letters on Facebook. So remember that. That's key. This picture will be posted on Facebook. Now there's 19 of y'all left on here. Okay, so only you 19 are going to be the lucky people that know this information. So this is why it pays to stay on, okay? So as you're understanding what I'm saying, I want you to start hearting and liking this post, okay? This is going to be posted as a picture as soon as I hang up with this live, okay? You're going to need to follow all my girls that are in the March collab, and I linked all of them in this live post, okay? So you can go follow all of these pages, okay? Hey Girl Designs, me, you must like and follow me. Little Blessings Creative Crafts, Simply Adorable Creations, Sunny Lizard Creations, and Cotton Pickin' Shop. You must like all of these pages first and foremost, okay? Second thing you must do is you must share, sprinkle the love of this video. So this video right here, you must share it. If you've already shared it, you're good. If you've already done it once, you're good. But you must share, sprinkle the love of this video, okay? Then you need to find the picture of this sheet of paper, okay? When I post this picture, you need to find this picture and you need to comment with the paintbrush emoji. Okay, paintbrush emoji, that's very, very important. It's got to be the paintbrush emoji and no words. You can't comment, paintbrush emoji, hope to win the giveaway. Paintbrush emoji, so excited to win the giveaway. Oh, I hope I win, okay? It's literally can only be the emoji, okay? Because we don't want people that didn't watch the video to know how to enter unless they have watched the video, okay? It's not fair that y'all hung out and stayed on and they are going to win, okay? So give me all the hearts and likes if you understand and y'all, like, that was clear how to enter. You like me, you like my girls, you share this video, and then when I post this picture, you go post the, say it with me, say it, paintbrush emoji, okay? Oh, I love it, all the hearts and the likes. Okay, good. So that means everybody understands. And we're not giving away our secret because they have to watch the video to figure it out, okay? And then next Monday, during our live, I will draw the winner for this giveaway, okay? Now, when you share the video, you can say, like, in your share of the video, like, hey, go find out how to win the giveaway, whatever, that's fine. But when you go post your paintbrush emoji on this, don't mention the giveaway because we don't want them to know about it, okay? Now, This person that I'm about to draw for is the like 70 something of you that participated in the bunny giveaway, sharing that post and commenting the bunny emoji. And so the winner, oh, maybe I should tell you one more thing. Oh, am I a meanie? So if you don't win the bunny, okay, if I don't draw your name out of here, but you participated. Now that's the thing, you had to have like participated. Okay, you didn't really. If you're just on right now and you want it, that's fine. If you would like to purchase the bunny, like the bunny from the picture, okay, with it says Happy Easter on it, I'm going to be offering 10 of them, just 10, the first 10 people to message me or comment like on that bunny post, okay? If you don't win, the first 10 can order it for $25, okay? Shipping on that will be $10. If you live out of state, out of state, oh my God. If you live like California, Nevada, Utah, Oregon, Seattle, it's going to be $15 to ship because that shipping out there is insane. But if you live like, let's say, I don't know, like Vegas this way, towards New York, or even New York's really high. But if you live kind of like center U.S. over, it will be $10 to ship. Anything kind of like west of the Rockies. No, is that right? Is that the mountains out there? I don't know what mountains y'all have out there. We have the Rockies. No, y'all have the Rockies. Whatever. Okay. Roughly, just message me. Let me know where you live, and then we'll figure out shipping. But the door hanger will be $25 for the first 10 people that message me that don't win. Okay? If you win, you're going to get it for free. If not, message me. It'll be $25 plus either $10 or $15 shipping. So when you message me, let me know what state you live in, and then I'll tell you shipping. Okay? The winner of the bunny door hanger. Everybody's names are in here. I showed the list earlier. This was like all the names. I cut them out from this paper. These papers. There's so many of them. Okay. Oh, y'all, there's 16 of y'all left. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Who's it going to be? All right. Are y'all ready? Oh, my goodness. It's Catherine Humphreys. Okay? Catherine Humphreys, you win the bunny door hanger. And anybody else that would like to get it, I will take the first 10 offers. It will be $25 to the first 10 because I literally can't. I'm going out of town next week and I can't paint any more than 10 before Easter. So the first 10 to comment, you get it for $25. Oh, Tiffany. Oh, no. I knew I spelled it wrong. So Catherine Humphreys, congratulations. I'll message you, girl, if you're not watching, but hopefully you are, and I'll get it to you. But everybody else, if you want the bunny door hanger, it'll be $25 plus either $10 or $15 shipping. So send me a message. Message is probably better on my BKs DOORable design page. Send me a message and let me know you would like to order it for $25, and then we'll figure out shipping, 10 or 15. Depending, because shipping is super, super expensive, and I'm already discounting the door hanger at such a crazy price. But I want to do something for all the people that participated, well, as many as I can, because y'all were so sweet, and y'all did such an awesome job promoting my page. My page is actually at 959 likes, I think, right now, which is crazy, y'all. That's like almost 100 likes, new people, probably like 80 or something, since we did this. So y'all are amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you for supporting my business. I'm trying to get it where Catherine can see. Catherine Humphreys is our winner of the bunny door hanger. And to enter the door hanger, the prize for next week, which is this awesome bundle. And I might throw in a little Walmart gift card. A little one. Like $10 or something. Just so you can go get you some paint. So I think I'll do that. I'll throw in a little $10 Walmart gift card for this, so you get the brushes. So that's going to be over like $25 probably worth of stuff. So share this video, like all my pals, like my page, which you obviously all do because you're amazing. And then look for this picture to be posted. And then go comment your paintbrush emoji on this picture. So love you girls. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Y'all are the best. And we're all super, super confident letterers now. So if y'all have any questions on lettering or brushes or anything, just comment below and I'll try to get to them. Thanks, guys. Oh, I got paint on my hand. Yes, life of a painter. Bye, girls. See you next Monday.